Hey guys, it's You WACK, and a wise man once said that rank doesn't matter, and neither do placement games or boyfriends or girlfriends.
We don't love them hoes, and it's like that.
No, but for real though, a couple of days ago I made a video talking about placement games, and I wanted to get you guys' feedback, what you got, where you got placed at, what your rank was at, and everything like that, how you pretty much your placement games went. And I got tons of, and when I say tons of comments, I mean tons of comments of you guys saying, oh, I ranked so lower than when I got to in season 4 or whatever. You know, I finished season 4 in like platinum or diamond. I got ranked in silver. What's going on? I got go at the end of season 4 and now I'm at bronze or something. So I got tons of stories and different comments, and in fact I even saw a comment somewhere, hey You WACK, do you think placement games matter? And I wanted to take this video just to talk about placement games, whether I think that they matter or I think it's just a total waste of time, if it's pretty much a quote-unquote continuation from what you got at the end of season 4. But just a quick rundown of how the SR system works in terms of placing in the current season, and I might make an in-depth video later on again, because I feel like some people don't really understand this fully yet. They don't understand that it's not a clean slate, but pretty much how it works is that they take your end of season ranking from the previous season. In this case it was season 4. They take that in consideration, and also how well you did or how poorly you did in the current season. In this case it is season 5 placement games. They put those 10 placement games, they put your end of season ranking, they put that together, and 99% of the time, I don't want to say 100% of the time, because I feel like there is a special case where one person ranked higher than where they were at the end of season, but pretty much they're gonna rank you lower than where you were at in season 4. Now how low you get placed, that's kind of determined by your placement games, and that's pretty much the only reason how I kind of see placement games kind of having any value to the current competitive season. However, I feel like that's a pretty good reason to have your placement games, because again, it's not a clean slate, and I feel like people still don't get that through their thick little noggin. They don't understand that when you go into season 4, when you go into season 2, when you go into season 69, it's not going to be like, oh boy, if I win all 10 placement games, I'm going to get in top 500 Grandmasters, and then they get placed in silver. They blame me because I give you tips of how to do well in your placement games. They get mad at Blizzard, they get mad at Jeff. Leave Jeff alone, guys. Okay, he's a nice man. He probably has a nice I don't know what's going on in Jeff's life, but just leave him alone, okay? They get mad because, well, one, they place lower than when they ended in season 4, but also another thing of why people are getting pissed is because, okay, let's say this. Say you get into Masters. Let's use me as an example, right? I placed, I think, at 3,800, I think close to 3,700 more or less at the end of season 4. That was my season high and my career high. But let's just say this. Say I accidentally tanked my profile all the way to very high platinum, which was 2,900. They're going to take that ranking instead of my season high. So I saw a comment somewhere saying that they got diamond at season 4, right? Awesome. That's so great. Diamond's one of the best ranks that you can have, because that's where boys become men, I feel like. But then he got placed at very high silver, I think. Well, what was your end of season? Well, not your career high, because I feel like people misconstrue that they're going to take that placement instead of your actual current ranking. No, they take your current ranking, because what if, I'm not saying this guy got boosted or nothing, I'm definitely not saying that, but what if you did, right? What if you got boosted all the way to, say, diamond, and since you're homies, maybe he went on vacation, or maybe he moved away, or maybe his Xbox or PC burned, I don't know what the case happened to that guy, but let's say you couldn't play with that homie, or your team rather, and you started playing by yourself, and well, you got tanked all the way to, say, gold. They're gonna take that ranking instead of your season high, because, well, you're not really deserving of that rank. Now, I'm not saying that guy didn't deserve it, but that's probably the case of what happened. They took his current ranking rather than his season high. Well, in my case, I placed at around low Masters, like the lowest I could possibly be, but also in my placement games, I won 5 and I lost 5. So if we're taking my end of season 4 ranking, which was about 3,800, 3,700, pretty much mid-Masters, and how well I did where I lost 5 and I won 5, well, I didn't do too bad, but I didn't do too great, so they placed me at low Masters. But let's say this, if I lost all 10 placement games, granted, it's not a clean slate, but it's not like those placement games don't take an effect of where I'm gonna go into season 5. So if I lost all 10 of my placement games, well, I wouldn't get placed at low Masters. I would get placed at mid-diamond, because, well, hey, even though it's not a clean slate, you still did terrible in all your placement games, so we're gonna take in consideration your MMR, your last SR, and your 10 placement games, and place you in mid-diamond so that you can rank back up into Masters, so you have something to work for. And that's the most important thing that people are forgetting when they get placed in their placement games. That's the thing people are forgetting, is that Blizzard wants you to play their competitive game. It's not like school where you go into grade 7 or grade 8 that you get a brand new clean slate. The grades from your last like school year really doesn't carry over, or when you start maybe a new season of baseball or football, your last stats don't really carry over. Maybe they use it for analytics stuff, but pretty much you get a clean slate. Not in the case of competitive video games, or at least in this case, Overwatch competitive, is that they don't want you to just, okay, you won 10 games, here's Grandmasters, even though you're a bronze player, it would be a total mess. And they want you to also play competitive so that you have something to work for. They don't want to just hand you a reward, they just don't want to hand you Diamond, Masters, or Platinum again because maybe you earned it one time in the previous seasons. They want you to work towards it. They want you to earn Platinum back. They want you to earn Diamond, Masters, or Grandmasters. In my case, I kind of got lucky because I got placed at very low Masters, so I earned, I don't want to say got handed Masters, I kind of earned it because I did decent in my placement games, also low key by the way, but now my next goal is to work towards Grandmasters. Now maybe some people again are placed in Silver or placed in Bronze even though they were in Gold and Platinum last seasons. Well, now you have something to work towards. Imagine this, say that this guy that I keep bringing up got placed in Diamond. Well, he got placed in Diamond, maybe that was just his goal for season 5 and now it's there. It's like, okay, screw this, I'm gonna go play Fallout, I'm gonna go play Call of Duty because, well, I already got my 12,000 competitive points, I'm not gonna work towards Masters because I know I can't do that. Well, that's not what Blizzard wants. They want you to think that you can get Diamond, and after you work towards Diamond, they want you to work towards Masters and then Grandmasters. That's the whole process that I feel like placement games kind of give that mentality. It's like, okay, even though you got placed lower, now you have something to work towards, and now you can even work towards something more because now you can achieve Diamond a lot more easier. That was the case with me. I got placed at Silver, I ended in Diamond, I got placed in Diamond, I worked my way to Masters, I got placed in Masters. Can I get to Grandmasters? We'll just have to see at the end of season 5, but that is the reason why I think placement games are so good, is because it gives you a sense of urgency to work towards a goal that you were able to achieve in season 4, get that goal, and even work towards something even greater, and also not intentionally tank your rank, like how some people just don't care, because, well, if you tank your rank, then you're gonna get that same rank in season 5, season 6, so on and so forth. But I do want to get your guys' thoughts on placement games, if you think they should continue with every single season, or if you think they should be taken out, because, well, if it's not a clean slate, then what's the point of it? I want to hear you guys' thoughts. So I love you guys, thank you guys for watching, more Overwatch videos to come, and bye.